What's up guys, I'm back for another video. So I believe that we might be in a bear market, but there is still some confirmation signs that we need to wait for it, right? But for me, what I would think is like this. At the end of the day, if we prepare for our downside or we cover our downside risk and make sure that we know what to do when it happens, then we let the upside profits take care of itself, right? So that's one important thing, right? Of course, a lot of things in the news are like sharing that, the crypto is going down, right? With a lot of the FUD news, right? Things like this article where they show that the previous dump was actually coordinated, right? And everybody is making money and trying to topple down some guys, right? Or even other news like this, 80% crypto capital gain tax from the US, right? And also things like treasuries, the US Treasury wants to have the reports for people who transfer 10k Bitcoin transfer to be disclosed to the IRS, right? So there's so many things that's happening right now that is creating more, I would say, the FUD, right? In this crypto space. Whether we will live and see the truth of it or whether it happens or not, right? Or even like the China ban, right? Which they have been saying it over and over again since 2013 when I will last look at it, right? So I'm just going to show you the ways that I will be doing and using, right? If we were to come into a bear markets to still be able to make some profits and maybe some money, right, from this market. And as always, it's not financial advice, right? And let's see how it goes here. The first way that I wanted to share with you guys is that I believe one of my previous videos, it's talking about staking in Binance, right? Which can gain a lot of views. So I want to do a second update on that because there's a lot of things that have changed and there are a lot more potential opportunities there, right? So let me just go here. So in Binance, right, I believe there is something called Binance Earn when you can look at your platform or wallet, right? This is the most simplistic way for you to stake your coins while guaranteeing your principal as well, right? You can see here, right, some of the high yield, the guaranteed principal guaranteed coins like BNB coin is at 14% over a year, right? Ethereum 2.0 staking, if you want to do this. Then there's stablecoin staking, 7%, etc., right? And the list goes on. You can actually look for other coins that maybe you hold. Let's say if you have some ADA, right? They also have some ADA staking here. So make sure and take note on the durations here, 60 days, 30 days flexible, right? If let's say we were really going into a bear market, you can just stake it here as well, right? Another place that you can actually stake is actually on the farms, right? I think I did a live step-by-step on how to transfer your money from maybe Trust Wallet, MetaMask to all these DeFi platforms, because back in 2017 there weren't much dApps or decentralized apps or decentralized finance like how it is right now. So even if there were to have a bear market, right, that were to come, so we can actually stake some of the tokens that we have to these sort of platforms, right? And a lot of these platforms are giving quite good returns right here. And if you click here on a 365 days, it's about 142%, right? And of course, as more people start to put their money here, right, as you can see here, their return will be less because it's being shared as well, right? Maybe you hold some Doge, right? You can earn some egg cake. Maybe you hold some, for example, TRX tokens, right? Or maybe you hold some DPT tokens, right? Of course, not everything is available here, right? So make sure that you pay attention here. But do take note that staking on these sort of DeFi platforms, there is a risk as well. Because recently, this PancakeBunny, which is one of the BSC's platform, they actually got a flash loan massive exploit that happened, right? Which drained their prices all the way down from about 200 plus to about $10, right? So of course, it comes with its own separate risk as well, right? Here, right, this is one platform that you can stake. Or if you want to do is that you can actually also stake your stable coins, right, onto our other platforms. This is one platform that I would I can recommend to you for staking stable coins, right? As we all know, stable coins don't drop in value, right? As much as anything others than the crypto, right? So then you can see here there's a total value locked. There's about 705 people staking in this wallet, right? That basically stakes out basically all the stable coins, DAI, USDC, USDT, and BUSD, right? Of course, the returns is not as high as you wanted, but it is kind of more secure in a way rather than staking on maybe different pools. So you need to weigh the risks and rewards from there, right? If you were to stake into your normal Binance platform, it's about 7 to 5%, right? And if you stake on outside of Binance, right, on all these decentralized finance, there will be about 20+% from here, right? Or if you hold some coins and you want to see whether some of the coins that you hold has staking abilities, just come and explore some of the platforms here. This Autofarm platform is one of the platforms that I highly recommend because it has been around for a very, very long time already. And not to say that it is not susceptible to any hacks or whatever, right? But so far it has been doing its real job of taking care of the platform, taking care of the people, keeping the cost of the fees low, right? And also offering and upgrading their platform. So recently they just did this overview dashboard, which is really helpful, right? That can shows you how much tokens that you can earn in terms of the projects that you hold, for example, right? And you can see here they also offer the same token that is offered here in this it's basically they call it automatic market maker AMM here, right? So they're using the belt finance platform here to reinvest instead of using the direct platform. As I told you before, right, if you usually invest in this the original platform, they usually give you less versus going for another AMM out there. So if you take this sample, 4 belt is about 27%, this same platform 27%. If I come into here, it's the same one, but it is 36%. So people will of course put it on here rather than their main platform, right? Same thing it goes that if you put it on your cake on the Pancakeswap platform, right? You can also put it here instead in your Autofarm, for example. And I believe you will probably, some of you guys maybe hold some BTC or Ethereum or here as well. And as I always advise is that try to find for things that you can stake that do not lose a lot of value, and try to find single token staking like this, right? Except for the stablecoin staking, because we know the coin value doesn't reduce, right? If you were to stake something which have double tokens like this, right, and the word L and the word LP behind it like this, double tokens, so this one have impairment loss. So let's say that there was a flash crash of 30%, right? All these tokens, whatever tokens that will hold all this, right, their value drop and you will be hit by a lot of impairment loss. So I highly do not suggest that. So the second way you can do to make money in the bear market is basically this. Pay attention, as this is very important, right? The first thing you do is you make sure you go to this website, right? And then you find for a job. Alright, jokes aside, so basically the second thing that you can do is actually through here. So you can actually come to your Binance platform, right, or whatever platform that you have, and you can go through the ticker, right, and find for something called BTC down, right? And when you search and select this, it is basically paired against the USDT, and there will have some leverage on it, right? So it basically gives you the opportunity to make money when the market is going down, right? Like buying this specific token, right? So why would people want to buy this token instead of basically buying the asset itself? It is basically because they can actually have some sort of leverage included with it, and also instead of doing the shorting by itself, they can just have the simplicity of buying and selling the token itself when it goes up. So it will be a reverse of the standard token that you buy. You will usually know the buy low, sell high, right? But if you're buying the BTC down one, like I show you here, if you're buying this BTC down one that I show you here, so it basically when BTC goes down in value, this token price will go up in value, right? So that's another way that you can actually make money. And it is not necessarily that BTC only has it. But other tokens like DAO, ADA, or maybe Ethereum, right? They also have this sort of tokens, right? So you can go through some of your platforms and look at it, right? TRX has it as well, etc. So most of these platforms also makes a slight return from the margin, the leverage that they provide you, and there is the daily management fee here as well, right? So it is basically Binance's way of earning more money by offering more services to you as well, right? Alright guys, so make sure that if this content has been helpful to you so far, make sure to like, subscribe, and press all the buttons that you have seen on this page as well, right? Alright, that appreciates me. And because I know that a lot of the people, like 90% of the people that watch the videos are usually not subscribed. It only takes 2 seconds to press the button, right? I'm waiting. Okay, thank you. Alright, the third way for you to make money in the bear market is this: learn and practice the technical analysis for shorting the market, right? So this one will involve more technicality, right, of understanding the technical indicators, the support resistance lines, as well as understanding the bar chart and the candles, right? Because if you don't understand that and you start shorting the market, right, of course, you can be profitable in the short term, but if you do not know what you're doing, then you will get wrecked, right? And shorting as well comes with its own risk and reward, right? You can do it either with 0 leverage or with 2 leverage, 10 leverage, or whatever it is, right? Going to your derivative tokens, derivative USDM futures here, right? So you can see here, buy is long, sell is short, right? And then here is the size that they will measure in terms of BTC. And take note that when you play the shorting market, there is always something called the funding, which is a charges that they will basically charge to you every 8 hours on their own cycle. So basically, if let's say there are more people that buy the long than the shorts, right? So basically, the side that has more of the buyers will actually pay the shorts. So whichever sides that have the less volume on that side will earn the funding rate from the other side, right? And you can see here, things to understand is like these are isolated here, right? Make sure to use isolated rather than cross for beginners. If you are more understanding of this whole platform, you can use the cross. Cross is basically like you have multiple positions open that you can net off and cross with each other, right? Isolated means each trade is by itself, right? Some people who are more advanced, they will do cross, whereby they will actually make money when the market go down, and they will make money when the market go up. So they have a cross here, right? And then there is the leverage here as well, right? I usually advise if you, let's say you will really want to do leverage, right? Try to do 5 and below, right? Unless you are really experienced and you know what you're doing, then you can play with higher leverage. But just taking a scenario like this, all right? Just taking this scenario like this candle itself, right? It's very volatile already. And if this candle were to happen when you are playing on a high leverage, you will basically get margin call, as they call it, right? This account here that you have over here, it's a separate account from your standard spot wallet, the one where you buy and hold for normal, right? So this is more complicated, I understand. That's why a lot of people, they rather not get into this, right? So for those people, what they will do instead is doing the buy BTC up, BTC down, right? And just hold the token and so on. But there is a slight fees on there as well, right? I also actually did a video on how to draw your resistance support line, right? So that you can know when is the best time to buy, when is the best time to sell, right? That is very important as well, because if you don't know when to put your buy and stop orders, then you simply put orders, then you are asking yourself, why is it that my other orders don't get filled, right? That's something important as well. I'll put it in the links here below as well. Okay, Okay guys, the fourth and last most important thing to do on how to make money in the bear market is this, right? Ready for it? Dipping sauce. So it's basically buying the dip lah, okay? So why I say that, okay, let me just go and explain to you, right? If you can nail it all together all the time, then good for you, but never think that it will be sustainable over the long run, right? There will be sure some certain moments where you will be bound to hit some sort of roadblock, or maybe it didn't go as you planned, right? So as you can see here, right, I'm just taking back the history of the pricing and just doing some comparison, right? If at any point of time below, let's say you are not the odd duck that buy at the highest point in 2013, any other point below that, right, when you will purchase it, right, you will kind of have a point where you will hold for a longer period of time and it will somehow make itself back. So let's say I take example 2014, this period, right, and you will make money here, and this period to this period, it is about 2 years, right? 2 years. So basically, it's basically a long-term game, the way I see it, because I've been consuming some videos, some OG crypto videos from the past, right, from 2017, to see how they experienced the previous crash and what was the sentiment. It was pretty the same, and there were also a lot of negative news on the articles and all that, trying to push the prices down, etc. as well. So the way I see it, right, if let's say you are really in the long term and you don't invest more than what you can lose, I believe if you hold it in the long term, right, that you will be beneficial, right? Zoom out the time scale that you're looking at, right? 100,000 and 90,000 is just a point away in time, right? From the current ones. If it goes back into the bear market, okay, good. I believe it'll be more beneficial for the crypto holders, because I believe there's more buyers at 20,000, 30,000 rather than at 40,000 and above, right? Because people want to 2 times, 3 times their money for sure, right? That's just me at the end of the day. So hope this video has been informative and helpful. You join my Telegram group as well, because we are gaining a lot of talks right now, and that has been quite helpful. And make sure, for the 80% of you that are not subscribed, yeah, probably you, right, you can just subscribe because there's nothing to lose, and it really appreciates I really appreciate your viewership here as well. All right, thanks guys.
Run.